Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dynasty Racing League's DRL TV. Tonight I'm your host, David Wellborn. I am going to be flying solo for tonight. I believe that's going to be correct. My co-broadcaster had to work late tonight, so I guess it's going to be all by myself here. I'm going to do my best to bring you all the coverage that I can here tonight with the race incidences, the wrecks. We're going to keep up with a couple other battles going on. As of right now, we got Ryan Hesgard, who's got 2 wins out of 5 races. Getty's got 1, and that's just going to put Getty just in second place with 6 points out. And then you drop all the way, really, almost 54 points back is Matt Lovett, which is, he's doing a really good job here tonight. He is currently 4th in the time trials. His practice is coming slowly to an end here. Again, we are live here, and we are here at Martinsville Speedway for 200 laps. The track temperature here tonight is, right now, it's 103 degrees. Its air temperature is 72. 7-mile-an-hour winds, not too bad. We are partly cloudy, but when these gentlemen first started, it was like 106 degrees on the track. And with the partly cloudy coming into effect here tonight, should be some good racing. Slick. These guys aren't going to have a lot of grip, so they're going to have to really pay attention on when they get on and get off the gas. Our next broadcast in this series is going to be at the Grand National Texas 200. We're going to be at Texas Motor Speedway. Another Charlotte cookie cutter track, but should be fun to watch as they go around that 1.5 mile track. Our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be Martinsville 150 for the truck series. Looking forward to being in that race tomorrow night. Got a little plan. Going to make it a little stand. Hope to see Leroy knocking on the door there tomorrow night. Some people may not know what I'm talking about, but hey, it's all right. I'm having fun. Like I said, if we can't have fun in what we do, there's no sense in doing it. Cornaway is currently our fastest driver here tonight, and believe it or not, Hesgard has finally made his way back up into the top 10, as he was early. Him and Getty Buckner was, when it first started, they were the fastest guys out on the track. Getty's made his way back into the 5th position, but Hesgard has just barely made it back into the top 10. Tonight, I am going to make my pick, and just because, well, let's say not just because Cornaway is the fastest driver on the track tonight. I don't believe he's going to be that great when it comes to the ways the situation is probably going to break down for him. I'm still going to be looking for maybe Mr. Slice to walk away with it here tonight. So tonight I am going to pick Mr. Slice to win the race. We're going to jump right in here, and we're going to follow Nathan Pollard around the track here as he makes his way out on the track. And I have no idea what is going on with the shadows. That's really weird. Let's see if we can change the camera angle and get it to wow, I mean, that was really weird. Pollard looks like he's going to take the slow route, so let's jump on board with Clay Phillips. This is not a track that I would want to start at the back end. Track position is going to be everything here tonight. It's going to be a major key. You're going to see drivers who, like I did last week, stay out. They're going to stay out for track position late in the race if they can. Looks like Clay did not like that, and even though he is currently 4th, may go back out there for another lap. One of the other fastest drivers is Tyler Edwards, so we're going to follow him around for a few minutes here. Looks like he's not going to work with me either. So let's see if we can find somebody that actually wants to qualify here tonight. How about my fastest chicken in the South, Kenneth Robbins? Let's see what he can do. I like that paint job on that car. It's really slick. Kenneth Robbins making some really good time around here. Be looking forward to seeing him get up into the top 10, as he is currently 12th. He needs to stand on it a little bit and play a little bit of stroker ace if he wants to get up there into the top 10. And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. We're still waiting on Mike Lemon to get out there, Getty Buckner to get out there. Andrew Short has finally hit the track. One of the SGK Coleman drivers for Team SGK. How about Izinga? He bumped Cornwett down. Izinga's been on a roll here lately. Andrew Short going to come across the line. Going to put himself in 14th for his first lap. May be able to pick it up a little bit. Still waiting on Hesgard and Getty Buckner to make their way around the track here this evening. Jump on board with David Wright. And I believe Hesgard and Getty Buckner are going to wait till the last second. Getty Buckner, there's good Getty. He's going to go out. I guess he was waiting for all the rubber to get put down on the track first. Got him a really good run going. Hesgard's made his way out onto the track as well. And we look for Getty. He made a 19-second run. I'm going to put Getty up into 11th. See if we can improve here just a little bit. And in fact, he does. He improves his time up to 5th position. So, going to be a nice top 5 for Getty. Hesgard's made his way up into the top 10. He is currently running 9th. Looking to get a little bit of something extra out of this last run here. And it looks like about 9th is where Hesgard's going to stay. So let's see if we can't find Mr. Cornwett and grab a quick interview with him. If I can find him. And there he is. Mr. Cornwett, you got a copy, brother? Mr. Cornwett, you got a copy? This is David up in the booth. Mr. Cornwett, you there? He may not be able to hear me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move him back down into G something. GC Racing. Wow. Okay, that didn't work quite out like we wanted, but we're going to run through this grid real quick. Let it roll by. Y'all can read it. Hope we get it all. Let's see if we can't get Ben Izinga in for an interview. Where is Izinga at? and S2R. Imagine that. Mr. Izinga, you got a copy, my man?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, not too bad, man. You're going to sit up on the pole here tonight. Been doing really good here lately. What are your odds, man? Well, tell me. Talk to me. Tell me something.
Well, I don't really know, honestly. I didn't get as many practice laps as I wanted to before the race here, and then, yeah, I'm kind of surprised with the lap I put down in there, but I'm happy with it, too. We'll see what we can do tonight.
Well, I'm not going to hold you up too much longer because I know you don't want to talk and drive at the same time, so good luck out there tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, as we get set to go green here, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Izinga did get our pole. Cornwett was second, so those are going to be our top two drivers starting this field. Looking forward to bringing this race to you here tonight. It's going to be a race of attrition. That's what I'm going to call it, a race of attrition and patience. If you don't have patience, you may be DQ'd. As I don't believe we actually had anybody disqualified last night, but we had a lot of drivers come really, really close before even halfway in the race last night. So that's got to be something sitting in the back of these 31 drivers' minds as we get ready to take this green flag here. Ben Izinga brings them down slow. And we are green flag racing. I think I got him a really decent start. Wow, the 14 just, Matthew Lovett really swung wide there. Getty Buckner moving his way up. Done made himself up into the 4th position as he got around my pick tonight, Andrew Slice, or Austin Slice. I'd like to see Austin get up there, or Ashton get up there. Wow. That's got to be Barbuza turned on the front stretch. No, but it was a red car, so. Not Pollard. We're going to try to get this replay in. It looks like maybe Nathan Pollard blinks out. Because I don't see him. He doesn't come back in. And we are already starting with the ATVO. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. It is refusing to let us see it, but I believe Nathan Pollard was actually involved in that. Not sure why it's refusing to let me grab the replay here tonight. The lights are back out on the pace car, and we are set to go back green flag racing. We got Tyler Edwards has moved his way up into second. Ben Izinga is still our leader. Cornwett almost got into the back end of Izinga as he was anticipating the start there and had to check up a little bit. Wow, Getty Buckner has the swing really, really wide there.
The yellow flag is out.
And his car's got some damage, so well, right there was the accident. Not really sure who it was. The 9 blinks out with Randy Baker. Looks like the 54, Andrew Short, may have been involved in that. Man, it really works better if I had a co-broadcaster here tonight. And it would really help if ATVO but at least give me the camera angles that I'm wanting. As we sit here and we look, I'm trying to see if I can see the car. Maybe the 39 of Dustin Jones.
Green flag, green flag.
Wow. Was not able to bring you the replay. And we are back green flag racing. Izinga is still holding on.
The yellow flag is out.
Are you kidding me again? Clay Phillips is involved, for sure. Wow, I don't know if he got loose all on his own or what. Let's ride here with Mr. Phillips. We got Side Darius Jackson and behind him there. He catches the corner, checks up, catches a curb again, and loses it. Wow. Oh, no. Looks like the 60 was involved in Niederhelm. Well, you don't want to see the numbers erased off the top of your car. That tells you that you've had a really bad night. Well, as of right now, looks like the top 16 drivers decided to stay out. Izinga, Edwards, Cornwett, and Ashton Slice, followed by Bill Edwards, Gady Buckner, David Wright, James Larillo, Andrew Marsh and Mike Lemon's going to round out our top 10. The lights should be going out this time by. Should be at least doubling up. This is a fast track. It takes 18 to 19 seconds to get around this track, so it doesn't take long. And probably about 35 to 40 seconds under yellow. So looks like Izinga's having some fun there with the pace car. As they should be doubling up, and the lights are going out on the pace car, so we should go back green flag racing one more time.
Green flag, green flag.
And it says I'm live. Well, I got a green flag before I actually got a green flag that time. I think they're doing a really good job at keeping up with, or keeping Edwards behind him. My man Ashton Slice has moved his way up into third. He's holding steady right there. Getty Buckner's still holding in fifth. Now, I do not have a co-broadcaster tonight, so I will not be able to tell you how many incidents a driver has. I don't believe. Now, that's just the one thing that we do not keep up with our software, so. Wow. Tyler Edwards was really sideways. Slice was all he could do to keep from getting into him. Cornwet's got on the inside of Slice. Getty Butner trying to make him a move or a hole to get through somewhere. Top five are really battling it out good here. Getty looked like he's wanting to really make it three wide. Slice doing a really good job at battling it back on the outside. Cornwet gets really loose. Takes it down to the inside fence. Loses that position to Slice. Wow, there's something going on with these slow cars. We got the 7 and 9 are really bogging up some traffic here. What is going on? That's, of course, Randy Baker in the 9. Ashton Slice has made his way up into second as he's getting ready to make a challenge here on Ben Izinga. Cornwet's hanging in there right there with him. Getty Butner finally made it around Tyler Edwards. Really good racing up here in the front. Really not sure. Let's jump back here in the back. Martinsville got a little bit of rear end damage. Looks like everybody's been beating and banging on the rear ends here. We jump back here in the 18th with Brent Kingcott. So we come back up front. These cars look like they're really going slow around this track, but they're actually not. They're getting about 110 mile an hour to 120 going into the turns there. So not too bad. Drop back here with Bill Edwards. And he is currently being challenged by the 70 of Andrew Marsh. You got Mike Lemon in this pack as well. We jump back here a little bit. We check in on Hesgard. Hesgard seems to be just riding around. He does have a little bit of rear end damage. Like I said, I'm really not sure if he got that during the first yellow or not.
The yellow flag is out.
And we do have another yellow flag. Side Darius Jackson, maybe? I don't know. Nathan Pollard is involved in it for sure. You got a lot of blinking going on from a couple of drivers up here. As we watch Pollard, he's going to probably try to get up underneath the 5 here of Buddy Chamberlain and blink out. And once again, ATVO and iRacing does not want to give us that replay. Let's see if I try it one more time. Not sure. But everybody has come down pit road. As we move back up front, Ben Izinga is still our leader, followed by Ashton Slice, Gary Cornwett, Getty Buckner, David Wright, Taylor Edwards, James Arillo, Bill Edwards, Mike Lemon, and Ryan Hesgard's moved his way up into the top 10. See the 85 of Side Darius Jackson up here in the mix of things. Jackson in 21st position. Look like everybody finally got their waves around. As we double up, the lights are out, pace cars in. A lot of confusion going on right there under yellow. But we are back green flag racing. Corner wet to the... Are you kidding me? James Larillo, maybe? All right, we're going to ride with Kenneth Robbins and see if he can see what's going on. Now, everybody was getting around the pace car. And I got a funny feeling that when we go back green flag racing, something's going to happen in front of these gentlemen as they're racing to get back to the tail end of the field here. All right. We're riding along with Randy Baker. Not a clue again. And that's what happens when you fly solo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but everything happens so fast, and I don't have anybody to help me out here tonight. So, again, like I said, I'm going to do my best, but it looks like my best is not going to be good enough here tonight. Short track racing is so short track that it's hard to find everything and keep up with it. Well, Ben Izinga has led, I believe, every lap so far. Yep, Izinga has led every lap so far, so not too bad for Mr. Izinga. I don't see, I don't even see Weather Holt's in the field here tonight. Let's see. I think I got him a really good start. Ashton Slice is still my man to pick here. He's riding comfortably in third, looking on the inside of corner wet. Getty Butler in fourth. Taylor Edwards is fifth. Larillo making his way up slowly through the field. There goes Larillo on the inside of David Wright. It's a big old mess back here with Larillo, Mike Lemon, Hesgard, David Wright. Now, this is a pretty good battle right here. As Ashton Slice is taking a look up underneath Cornwett as well. I might stick with this camera view as I might be able to keep up with a little bit better where the wrecks are coming in at. Larillo doing really good hard battle with Wright. Cornwett was able to hold off Slice. Izinga is still our leader. Larillo and Wright going at it really hard. It's like the third lap. They are side by side, and I believe we got, is that Pandolf and wow, the 22 really swung wide there of Larson. And that's a big mess back here in the back. Of course, now this is James Pandolf, Larson, and Martin Wenzel. That's a battle between 11th and 13th. We're still looking at the battle between Wright and Larillo for 6th and 7th. Hesgard just sitting there waiting and buying his time. I'm sure he just really wants to come away with a top 5 or top 10 in this race. Survival as Larillo makes contact with Wright, brings out the yellow. Well, I said it brought out the yellow. There's a car stopped on the track, and the yellow flag did not wave immediately. Not sure why that happened. All right, we're looking at this battle right here between Larillo and Wright. Are you kidding me with this? Stop. Just stop. I don't know what it's doing. Now let's see what's going on. These two are doing really hard battling. Oh, looks like Larillo just comes right up into the side of David Wright. Hesgard had nowhere to go. Edwards involved. Pandolf involved. The 70s involved. A lot of drivers involved in that. And David Wright has no choice but to sit on the track and wait for cars to go by. Finally makes it down pit road. And I believe Getty Butner decided to stay out with 22 laps on his tires. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a call for points. As everybody else did come down pit road, Getty Butner was the only one that did stay out. Get me a drink of my Pepsi Cola. Got Getty Butner, Izinga, Cornwett, Slice, Larillo, Edwards, Wenzel. Way to go, Wenzel. Stouffer and Larson is our top 10. I like that Heartland Express car right there by Izinga. It's a pretty sharp looking car. Larillo didn't seem to take too much damage out of that contact. Lights are out on the pace car. And they should be going green this time by. Pace car's in. Green flag should be out. Getty Butler's down and away.
The yellow flag is out.
You tell me and we'll all know. '54 maybe of Andrew Short. I'm really not sure what's going on. Let's see if we can't get some help. Oh, okay. I don't see anybody in race control. So, don't think I'm going to get any help at all. But Getty Butner has taken over the lead, followed by Ben Izinga, Cornwell, Ashton Slice, Taylor Edwards, or I should say Tyler Edwards, James Larillo, and Bill Edwards, Martin Wenzel, Christopher, and Paul Barbuza. How about Paul being up there in the top 10? The lights are out. Pace car should be going in. And here we go once more time. .30-lap old tires. Getty Butner takes off. Doing a really good job of holding them off for having 30-lap full tires. That looked like the 70 just hit the wall right there. Let's ride along with him and see if that was actually him. Wow, Pandolf swung really, really wide. Oh, he drove right into the side of Barbuza. Now that battle ain't over yet between these two. And this is the battle for 12th and 13th. Jump back up front. Getty's still doing really good. He's actually pulled away to a half of a second. And I'm going to bet 10-1 that's probably going to be back here with the Barbuza gentleman. Maybe. I don't know. They swing the cars around so fast. There's nobody stuck on the track. Trying to see if I can find the wreck. Not a clue. Well, that was the full lap, and don't know what brought out the yellow. So, I'm sure Getty's happy that he's been able to get a few laps led here this evening with some old tires. As he has twice the amount of laps on his tires as everybody else. Or at least till you get back down into the 13th position, as Christopher was the first car to come in this time by. Dustin Jones has been out there the whole time, believe it or not, on 59 laps old tires. Wow. I think, Dustin, you may want to come in at some point.
Green flag.
Getty Butner got him a really good start. Izinga's all up into the fence. Cornwett up underneath him. Tyler Edwards all over the back end of Cornwett. Well, there's going to be some beating and banging here tonight, that's for sure. We knew it because it's a Saturday night track of Martinsville here on a Wednesday night, but still a lot of beating and banging going on. Tyler Edwards is now up underneath Izinga. Track position is the key. Getty's proved that so far, even with old tires. So I don't want to hear anybody cry tomorrow night about a driver staying out. Awesome job by Getty. And he is still continuing holding off Cornwett. Back here in the back with Mr. Stouffer and Pandolf as they doing battle here with the 22 of Larson. Wenzel just sitting there riding. This is a battle for your top 10. or I should say the 10th position, as Christopher is in the 10th position. And Pandolf wants it. Oh! Wow. They finally decided to get single file. But I don't think that's going to last long. Getty Butner doing a really good job, but now Cornwet's looking to the inside. Wow, he made that pass look easy. I guess that's where them fresher tires is going to start to come into play. As Getty does have 47 laps on his tires, and Cornwet and Edwards and Izinga only have 26. So, but still, not all in all, not a bad job for Getty Butner to come out and lead that many laps on old tires. And once Cornwet was able to get in front of Getty, he is starting to actually check out a little bit. That's the slice all over the back end of Izinga. Still got a pretty good looking car and don't seem to have any damage on it. Getty Butner is doing everything he can to try and stay in front of Tyler Edwards. Wow, Cornwet is coming up into lap traffic already. And, oh no, the 9 takes out Cornwet. What in the world was he thinking? We're riding along with Cornwet, and I don't know what's going on here, but it's either Pollard or it's the 09 of Baker. It looks like it's Baker. It's just going to break loose right there, and that's going to happen. Driver get on the gas just a little too hard, and he ends up breaking loose, and unfortunately it cost the leader some damage there and may actually end up ruining his race. Getty Butner finally does come down pit road, and it looks like everybody other than Kyle Bingham decided to go with him. Kyle Bingham is probably just staying out long enough to get him some bonus points. Yeah, but Mr. Baker, he broke loose right there, right in front of the leaders, and just really the leader had no place to go as he broke loose and come right across his nose. It looked like Sidarius Jackson was hoping to get a wave around. Not going to happen, as Bingham still did not come down pit road. So actually, they all may get a wave around. Well, Bingham is the leader, and I believe Sidarius Jackson is a lap down, followed by the 54 of Shorts a lap down. So, yes, they was trying to get a wave around and are not going to get it. which is really going to mess this field up here. Of course, now Sidarius Jackson and the 54 are going to have to pull over and let the leaders go by, and they're going to have to drop down in behind these leaders on this restart. I think it looked like he got the back end of his car fixed. He only really had minor damage, so looks really good. And now he's back in contention for this win. The lights are out. As we are getting ready to cross the halfway mark. As the pace car ducks in. Bingham brings it down slow. Down and away. Green flag is out. Old Sam, buddy, man, you need to hurry up. They coming on you. And the 30 looks like he's getting ready to start dropping like a rock. He has 37 lap old tires versus 5 lap tires. Oh, wow.
The yellow flag is out.
Not sure. Who was that? The 77? If it was, he went for a heck of a ride. That's Chris Stouffer. So let's see if it was Chris Stouffer here. Oh, Edwards gets it right into him, bounces off the wall and hits Stouffer. Stouffer really had no place to go. Accordion effect right there. Now we're going to watch Edwards. He's going to bounce off the wall here. He's going to come right back down into the 77. Ooh, Wiesel got it. Barbua got into him. That's quite unfortunate. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're working caution number 10 for 45 laps. The track has cooled down to 88 degrees. It is 77 degrees air temperature. Getty Butner is our leader. My pick tonight, Ashton Slice, followed by Ben Izinga, James Larillo, Bill Edwards, Jordan Larson, James Pandal, Martin Wenzel, Barbuza, and Andrew Marsh is our top 10. Now, I knew the track was going to be hot and slick, but wow, I just don't know what to say about this. As when we restart this race here, we will be halfway, and once we do that, I believe I'm just going to rev it up, let y'all get some sights and sounds till we get another yellow. Pace car is in. And there goes Getty.
Green flag, green flag. yellow flag is out.
And that didn't take long. I hear it, but I don't see it. Car 54, where are you? Alright, let's see what's going on. I still hear it, but have no idea. Martinsville is now sitting off track, so let's see if maybe he was involved in it. Oh well. The pace car is getting ready to duck in, and we're just going to watch the race here tonight.
Green flag, green flag.
Getty got him a really good start. And there's a wreck, probably with a 10 car. Alright, let's see what happens here with Mr. Farsenal. Wow, he's already making contact under yellow. That probably should have been a black flag. I don't know what he's thinking. And he gets hooked by the 20. I don't have no idea what was going on there, but I think maybe the administrators might want to take a look at that one. Figure out what Mr. Falsenal was thinking and what was actually going on there. At least race control should probably take a really good look at that. Currently working caution number 12 for 55 laps. And I've been muted for the last 5 minutes. Wow. Pace car is in. And Izinga's looking really good on the outside here. Getty brings him. Getty's down and gone. Look at Izinga fight back on the outside against Slice right there. They're going to get lined up. Larson is really swinging wide as he just brushes the wall as the 70 just gets around him. That's Mr. Marsh. Pandolf being challenged by the 14 of Matthew Lovett. Wow, I don't know what just happened there with Larson. Larson seems to be struggling here lately. And they're definitely stacking up behind him. This is just a crazy race, ladies and gentlemen. 80 laps to go. Hesgaard is taking his time. He started at 9th. He's currently 13th. I'm sure he's just wanting to get through this race. Getty Butler is not pulling away. He is still being challenged by Izinga and Slice. Now those three drivers have pulled away a good gap over top of Bill Edwards. So We drop back around. We're just trying to find some action. Buddy Chamberlain's on pit road. I think Cornwett may be down on power. And he's now being challenged by David Wright. Well, David drove it really tight in there. We'll jump back up front. As Getty's pulled away almost a full second over top of Izinga. Getty's having a really good night here. I mean, he did start fifth. Currently in our first position, so he's not doing too bad. These yellow flags have really played into him. Car looks pretty clean. You got to be careful, Getty. You're coming up on Baker. Now, he broke loose in front of Cornwett, which has got Cornwett back in the back due to the damage that he received from the 9 car breaking loose. And that's got to be going through your mind if you're a leader, as you come up on these older cars with 40 laps on your tires. Wow, he swings really, really wide. Gave him plenty of room. Looks like Izinga and Slice was able to make it around him. Hesgard up underneath side there is Jackson. Side not giving it up on the outside. Sai retains the position. Way to go, Sai. These gentlemen have put on a really interesting show here tonight. You got Larillo looking to try to get up underneath Lovett. As that battle still continues between Hesgard and Sidarius Jackson. Hesgard does make it around him. Baker really struggling here tonight. He's just struggling trying to stay out of everybody's way. Oh, there's the wreck. And no yellow flag. I'm not sure exactly who caused that. And why we don't have a yellow flag for it. Maybe Farsenal was involved in that, as he is now down pit road. Let's see if he was actually involved in it. Not sure if he was actually involved in it or not, but a lot of tires sliding. Got some drivers blinking. The 91 is definitely blinking in front of him. That's got to be scary. And that's exactly what happened. Those two get together. 17 of Izinga. Wow, it took out the leaders. And no yellow. Aston Slice is trying to make his way around Izinga. He's trying to do it the hard way on the outside. I just cannot get over why there was not a yellow thrown. Over that contact right there. I'm sure Izinga and Slice would have loved to have been able to come down pit road to get that damage fixed. But at this rate, we actually may see green flag pit stops, as these drivers have got 54 laps on their tires. At least the top 9 do anyway. Wow, they're beating and banging on each other. At this point, I would believe I would start seeing some disqualifications just due to incident points on its own.
The yellow flag is out.
Well, it's about time. And I don't see it. Looks like Getty Butner is going to come down pit road. Izinga. Looks like most of our lead lap drivers are coming down pit road. Don't blame them. You're going to need these fresh tires to finish out these last 50 laps when we go back green flag racing. Looks like Getty decided he was going to make a pretty decent stop. Dustin Jones stayed out 59 laps. I don't know. I think he's just trying to get some bonus points, maybe. As it is currently showing Mr. Jones, our leader. With 60 lap tires. Looks like quite a few cars are looking to get the wave around. Got somebody stopping back here on the back stretch. Why are all these cars going around the leader? Well, I guess Dustin Jones was black flagged for something. Because it sure did. They made him drop all the way back to the last car on the lead lap, it looks like. Something's going on. Maybe he got an EOL. Not sure. Pace car's in. And we got 50 laps to go. Getty Buckner is down and away. And I believe Buckner is about the only car that doesn't have damage out here tonight. Our battle's probably going to be right here as Mike Lemon has just made a move, real good move to get around Hesgard, who Hesgard has actually made it up into the top 5. I'm wondering if Hesgard made a 2-tire stop. Well, he's got his teammate there, Larillo, right there with him. And right, this is a battle for second between Slice, Lemon, and Hesgard and Larillo. As Getty Buckner is pulled away to almost a full second lead over these drivers. It looks like Getty Buckner is going to run away with this thing here tonight. Wow. What in the world? I still hear him. Riding along with JP. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's going to get tagged by the 7. Edwards had nowhere to go. Getting a little better at it. Getty Buckner is our leader. Ashton Slice is second. Mike Lemons third. Hesgard's fourth. Larillo fifth. Andrew Marsh sixth. Matt Lovett seventh. Sidarius Jackson eighth. Tyler Edwards ninth. And Bill Edwards is going to be 10th. It's been a long race. Should be doubling up next time by, though. Getty's car still looks perfect. And of course, Ashton Slice and Bill Izinga got caught up in that lap traffic incident. Izinga really paid the biggest price for that. As he's back in 14th position. Ashton Slice was able to recover, but he's still got a lot of damage to his car. Hesgar's car looks like it's been rolled a couple of times. Ain't a fender that's straight on it. Green pace car's in. And there goes Getty. Mike Lemon's got the preferred line. Contact. We have contact, Houston. And they are wrecking behind them. All right, we're going to pause that right there because I know Mike Lemon was involved. I think Ashton Slice was definitely involved in that. So let's take a look at it here real quick as they restart. Contact right there is made. Wow, the 14 just drove through somebody. I guess he's going to drive through the 70 car. Getty Buckner is still our leader. Mike Lemon has moved his way up with that very aggressive move against Ashton Slice into second. James Larillo is third. Ryan Hesgard fourth. Ashton Slice is fifth. I wonder who's going to win this race, ladies and gentlemen. David Wright looking to get one of his laps back. Wow. This cigar is going to kill me yet. There goes the wave around for Mr. Wright. As we are doubling up and getting set to go back green flag racing for these last 22 laps of this race. Is that right? No, 32 laps of this race. Pace car's in. It's SGK against S2R up front.
Green flag, green flag.
Hesgard swinging really, really wide, losing several positions. Or at least I thought it was Hesgard. Ashton Slice trying to get around him. "30 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen." Getty Butner is starting to pull away. Nice to see Cornwell finally made it back up into the top 10 as he's taking a look on the inside of Larson. He does make it around him and collects his 9th position. He's got a long way to go if he's going to make it back to the front of this race here. But he does have the freshest tires of everybody out there. He's got 14 laps. Everybody else has got 26. So he's making them tires work for him. And if it stays green flag racing for these next 25 laps, he may actually make it up there. Side Darius Jackson getting really loose in front of the Bill Edwards. Cornwell's really moving his vehicle along. But getting to somebody and passing them with 25 laps to go, it's going to be kind of hard to do here. Especially at the rate these yellow flags have been coming out. Cornwell makes it up underneath the 14 of Matt Levitt. Going to try to beat him down here into this turn. As they drag race down the front stretch. Cornwell's going to take over that spot. Probably about the mover of the whole race right here. At one point, Cornwell was all the way back in like 20th position. Now the 7 is beating in a banging of Tyler Edwards with Ashton Slice. And of course, that is a battle for 5th place. As Getty Butner has pulled away to a full, almost a full 2-second lead over top of Larillo. We're taking a quick look up here. This is the race right here between Mike Lemon, Hesgard, Slice, Edwards, and Cornwell. And this is a battle between 3rd all the way back to 8th. And it looks like Tyler Edwards is going to make a move up underneath Slice. Slice not giving it up without a fight. Hesgard now making his way up underneath Lemon. Drives it in there really deep. Oh, wow. Edwards really had to get on the binders there to keep him getting in the back end of Lemon. As our leader is working traffic right now. It doesn't take long to start getting into traffic here at Martinsville. You got to really work hard to try to get around the slap traffic. That 2-second lead is shortened as Getty Butner is trying to find his way around our Pandolph. Finally makes it around Pandolph. But he lost almost a half a second over running through traffic there. And they are still doing battle back here. Hesgaard's made his way up into the top 3. Looks like he may actually get a podium finish out of this. Maybe if Mike Lemon doesn't decide he wants to take that 3rd place away from him. Now the battle up front is really not a battle at all. Larillo is basically 1.5 seconds back off of Getty Butner. So Getty Butner really running away with this race here tonight. Got some clean traffic, or got some clean racetrack ahead of him once he gets past the 70 car here. But our race right now is going to be for 2nd and 3rd. I mean, for 3rd all the way back to 5th. As Cornwett is still trying to get around Edwards to get back up front. And he makes that move on the inside. And he's all in the back end of Mike Lemon, but he's able to try to battle back. I think he finally made that move and it worked for him. He gets it and now he loses it back to Edwards. Cornewett's sticking with it. He's not giving up. He says it doesn't matter if he has to take it on the inside or the outside, but he is going to make it up into the top 5 for sure. I'd like to see him walk away here with at least the top 3 out of this after everything that's happened to him here tonight. We're getting ready to have 5 laps to go. This race is finally coming to an end. Wow, look at him just drive by on the outside of Lemon right there. Now, Cornwett knows how to get around this track. He led most of the laps to start with this race until he got up into some lap traffic. And it looks like Lemon is holding him up. With 5 laps to go. Cornwett finally gets around Lemon. Hesgaard in some heavy traffic. The yellow flag comes out now. This race is over. As Hesgaard is looking to try to get around Pandolph. jump up here as we get ready to see Getty Butner get around the 39 of Dustin Jones. Getty Butner is most likely going to walk away with the points lead here after this race. It will give him a second win. He's going to get the most laps led here tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I'm not even sure if he's got an incident yet. And there is your race results there, ladies and gentlemen. Getty Butner is our winner, followed by James Larillo, Ryan Hesgard, Gary Cornwett, Mike Lemon, Tyler Edwards, Sidarius Jackson, Ben Izinga, Jordan Larson, and David Wright. As we're going to get set to start pulling in some drivers for some interviews. I'm just going to work my way from top to bottom. And we will start with Mr. Butner. Let him burn it down a little bit, have a little bit of fun. Yeah, I'm going to say that car was perfect right until that point right there. Mr. Butner, my man, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How you doing, buddy?
Well, getting a little sore sitting here watching this thing go around. I got one major question I want to ask before we get into your interview. Until you did your burnout there, did you have any incidences?
None, zero.
Wow, so you're going to take over the points lead. You led the most laps here tonight. You got points for leading the lap, and now you're going to get points for not having an incident. So congratulations on taking over the points lead here in the Grand National Series.
Yeah, no, that was not a race that I didn't, thought I would even have a chance to get a top 5 at, but it worked out, and keeping the car clean and having some good luck. A lot of the fast guys behind me, didn't have the same luck that I did. So
I believe you're the only driver that finished without an incident point, to be honest with you.
Well, at a track like this, a lot of that's luck, and a lot of that, was good racing there at the beginning, up front, and lap traffic was nice to get around. So it's not just, that's not getting a zero exit like a Martinsville, Bristol, anything like that. That's not anything that has to do with skill as much as it has to do with just being,
right place,
the right people,
right place, right time. Yep. Well, Mr. Butner, you did it. You pulled it off. You got you a second win. You're definitely going to be making it into the championship here, playoffs, as you're going to take over the points lead. Thoughts and concerns going into our fast track at Texas Motor Speedway?
Martinsville, I've got a couple races that I circled on the schedule as places that I was just trying to survive and get through because I'm not strong. Martinsville was one of them, but with a lot of practice this week, I was able to change that up, and again with good track position and a little bit of good luck, I was able to capitalize. Texas is actually a track that I know, with myself and the addition of the two gentlemen that I'm staring at, they're also very strong there. So the competition's going to be tight, but I think that's a place where I can go and have a lot of speed and have some decent success. So looking forward to next week. I was not looking forward to this week, but I was able to, like you noted, keep it clean and stay out front, and that was the key.
Well, I want a week where I'm not looking forward to it and actually win a race. How about that?
I know. Yeah, it's one of the few anomalies. I'll take the win for sure, especially trying to keep pace with Ryan Hesgard. But and some of these other guys like Lorello, it's only a matter of time before he wins. Izinga, he could have won. I know he was a little bit faster than I was on the short run.
Yeah, I think
he got tangled up in some bad luck and also had a penalty or something like that. So
lap
a lot of these
traffic,
guys,
yeah.
a lot of these guys are going to be winning. Gary, who probably was one of the fastest guys on a short run, he didn't quite, he got taken out by a lap car too, and I was just right behind it. A lot of these guys are going to be, getting wins, so I need to make sure that I can stay kind of, not near the top in the points, but also get a couple wins. So, when the first round of the playoffs start, I'm not, buried so deep.
Well, shout outs, get them in, get them out. I know you got them, bud.
Yeah, no, I gotta thank my SGK teammates, Andrew Short, who didn't have he had some bad luck this race too. Mike Lemon also did, but he was able to get a top 5. Eric Weatherholtz, who couldn't make it. I gotta thank them first. We put in a lot of practice this week, and it helped, obviously. I got to thank the team in front of me, S2R. We also practice a lot together, and when you're practicing with the fastest guys in DRL, it only makes you faster. So to be able to lean on each other and race around each other well and just pick up speed throughout the week, that's a huge advantage, actually. I know come playoff time, we're not going to be as much buddies, but for now, taking advantage of it, and we're both teams are doing really well so far.
You're not.
And, I got it.
You're not saying when it gets time to playoffs, people's going to be eating the fence, are you?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't think. I think we won't be leaning on each other for tips and tricks as just quite as often, especially the last race of the season. But
you won't be leaning on each other for tips and tricks, but I bet you're going to be leaning on each other. What do you want to bet on that?
Well, I mean, me and Ryan have had some good battles this season, and it wouldn't be the first time we made contact. So, but yeah, also, I had to thank those guys. Also have to huge shout out to all the admins, all the fans that watch here in DRL, all the drivers. It wasn't the cleanest race today, but Martinsville, it's kind of a diamond in the rough, kind of one of those weird races that, it doesn't normally bring out the best in most drivers. So. Just got to thank everyone involved here, and move on to Texas, and look forward to your broadcast, David.
Well, I don't know if you're going to look forward to this broadcast. Flew solo and missed half of the wrecks because just couldn't find them. But anyway, I hope I did a pretty good job at bringing some of the action here tonight. You did an awesome job, Mr. Buckner, and congratulations on your win.
I appreciate it. Thank you, David.
Yes, sir. We're going to move him back down into SGK Coleman, and we're going to see if we can't grab Mr. Larilio. Haven't said that name in a while, so fun with him just a little bit. If I can keep my cool here and find... There he is. I'm looking dead at him and couldn't find him. Yeah, I'm getting old, ladies and gentlemen. Getting really, really, really old. Mr. Larillo, you got a copy, my man?
Gotcha, man.
I called you Larilio before you could hear me, so I just wanted to throw that out there to let you know that I did do that again on air, so you're welcome for that.
Appreciate you remembering.
Yeah, started 10th, man. Worked your way up into the 2nd position. From the looks of your cars, yours and Hesgar's, it looked like y'all went through a meat grinder. Walk us through it.
Yeah, it was demolition derby out there. A lot of dive bombing and that sort of thing, and I got spun out at some point in the middle of the race and had to come back from the back. But glad we were able to. It was once you can get a green flag run, you can get into a rhythm, but it was a lot of 5-lap, 10-lap sprint.
Well, that's wondering. We seen Getty stay out there. He had like almost 39 laps on his tires. Everybody else came in. But he was still able to hold everybody off, so I guess the tire wear, even at 39 laps, due to all the yellows, was not really putting a hard cycle on the tires.
Yeah, no, not with the 5-lap intervals there, yeah.
Yeah, really rough night here tonight, but you started 10th, you walked away with a 2nd place finish, going to gain quite a few points up here in the championship. Still don't have that win, do you?
I don't, no, and hopefully I get it soon. It's been a rough start to the year. Hopefully Martinsville could be a turning point here.
Well, what about your odds going into Texas? I know you're pretty good at mile and halves.
Yeah, I feel good about the Texas race. I won there last year in that spring race, so hopeful that we can take that speed there.
Well, it's not from lack of trying, my man. You will make it up here into the playoffs. I'm pretty sure you're going to get you a win before the season is over with. Want to wish you the best of luck on that. Shout outs. Get them in, get them out, my man.
Yeah, I just want to give thanks to the league, Dynasty Racing, and James and everybody for putting it on. You for doing the broadcast. I know you're on your own tonight. Thanks for putting it on. And then S2R. These guys are really practicing hard, and glad that me and Hesgard were able to finish 2-3. I haven't been showing up lately, but hopefully this turns around.
Well, y'all, you did an awesome job here tonight, and again, congratulations on your second place finish. Look forward to seeing a lot more of you up here in the broadcast booth, my man.
Sounds good. See you next week.
All righty. We'll pop him back down into SGK Coleman because that's where he really wants to rate. Never mind. He didn't hear me. I was aggravating him, but we'll let him figure that out when he watches the broadcast later. Grab Mr. Hesgard here, as I know he's got to get his shout-outs in and out. Not sure if I'm going to let Mr. Hesgard talk or get a word-wise in edgewise here tonight, as he did start this race 9th and he come home 3rd. Does anybody want to hear from Mr. Hesgard? All right. Mr. Hesgard, how you doing tonight?
I've been better, I think.
Yeah, at one point I seen you all the way back. It looked like 20th position. I mean, man, you were all over the place tonight, trying to stay out of the way of everybody. First couple of yellows. Where did you get your damage at to start with? Because I couldn't get the first couple of yellows. Was you involved in one of the first 2 wrecks?
Yeah, I involved in the first one with the 14 there. It's just a lot of these guys don't want to roll the center. They like to surge brake, which is they brake, and then they brake harder because they're going to miss the corner, and that just stacks everybody up behind them.
You can't do that.
You just simply can't. You can't react to that. So I bumped him. He spun out. I had a little bit of right front damage, so I think I don't know if I stayed out or if I pit right there. I said, man, it's a long race. Let's just get it fixed. So I pit, which, that put me in the back. And then every other time was just somebody else's stuff. I know I got ran over in the back twice. I'm at a 16X out of 17 right now. I mean, if a feather touches this car, I'm DQ'd. So
where's Larillo at?
I'm not backing into him. No, at one point we found ourselves 25th, 1 lap down. And just, I was so good on the long run. I think if we could go 50 laps and I can at least get, drive up through the field a little bit. I drove through once and then we had a guy stay out, which pinned us right in the back with no tires. So, if I could have had a 40 lap run there at the end, I think Getty was going to be in trouble. My tires came in after about 15 laps and I was clicking off lap times like no other. So unfortunate race tonight. A lot of stuff that needs to be evaluated, and I don't know how many cautions we finished with, but not the type of racing I enjoy, that's for sure.
Well, I tell you, if y'all had another 10 laps, y'all might have been in trouble by Mr. Cornwett, because I watched that man go in, get tires. He restarted like 19th, and he drove his way all the way back up into 4th position. So if he'd probably had another 10 laps, he was definitely coming.
Oh, yeah, I could see him there. It's just that lap traffic there right at the end didn't help at all.
Nope.
That really – I was gaining on Larillo, and then I hit that lap traffic, and I just couldn't get around him. I couldn't roll the center on the bottom because I was afraid something – if I get touched, I'm done. So I tried to be as conservative as I could while still being aggressive. And, oh, believe me, I seen that mirror getting bigger and bigger with the 4 car there, so or the 01 rather.
Well, again, not a bad job here tonight. You're probably going to walk away with a second place in the points, as I believe Getty Butler's going to steal that lead from you temporarily. Shout-outs, man. Get them in, get them out.
Yeah, thanks to you. I know you were on your own tonight, so, we all know what the dedication is, but there's a lot of people that don't. So big thank you to you, David.
Yep.
And, the broadcast team as a whole, they do a great job. Thank you to the admins of DRL for giving us this platform. Congrats to Getty and that SGK team. They're doing quite well this year. They're definitely going to compete with our team in the team point standings. So shout out to SGK, and then as always, I end the interview with a shout out to the S2R guys. Without them, we're not even enjoying iRacing. So big thank you to those guys.
Well, again, congratulations on your podium finish, my man. I believe you and the team S2R and SGK are going to be doing a lot of battles here in the future. As we are only 35, we are only 5 races into a 36 race run here. A lot of racing still yet to come. Wish you the best of luck, my man, and good luck this season.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. Pop him back down, and well, ladies and gentlemen, again, we had a really rough race here tonight. But, I mean, it is Martinsville. It is what it is. This race is going to end with 82-degree temperature track. Air temperature is 71. We did have 15 yellows for 75 laps. Probably not one of our best races here at Martinsville. But, again, we did do our best to bring you the action here tonight. As everybody pointed out, I am flying solo and was unable to bring you probably half of those yellows I missed just due to not being able to find it, not having a co-broadcaster or whatever. But please join us back next week as we're going to be here at Texas Motor Speedway on that 1.5 mile track. It's going to be an awesome race there. Probably won't have as many yellows, we hope. Our next broadcast is going to be in our truck series. It's going to be for 150 laps. It's going to be, again, back here at Martinsville tomorrow night. Look forward to bringing you that, or look forward to actually being in that race, and look forward to actually watching it later on. But it's going to be a really good, interesting race here tomorrow night in the trucks, and can't wait to participate into that. We want to do our unofficial results real quick. Getty Butner did leave 133 laps of this 250-lap race here tonight. Murillo come home second. Ryan Hesgaard's third. Gary Cornwet's fourth. Mike Lemon fifth. Tyler Edwards is sixth. Cy Darius Jackson, way to go, Cy, finishes in the seventh. Ben Izinga, our pole sitter, lived 55 laps of this race here. Got into some trouble with the lapper, if I'm not mistaken, and ends up finishing eighth. 22 of Larson comes home in ninth. David Wright actually makes it back onto the tail end of the lead lap and finishes in the 10th position. And I need my glasses. Ashton Slice, my pick, did not win tonight. He was the first car a lap down due to some lap cars, I believe. Some really, really messed up there at the end of the race. But he did an awesome job. He's still going to come home in 11th. Dustin Jones is 12th. Kyle Bingham's 13th. Paul Barbuzo's 14th. Brent Kingcock is 15th. Matt Lovett 16th. Bill Edwards 13th. 3 laps down in the 17th position. I know for a fact that he just was caught up into 3 wrecks that was not even his fault. Andrew Marsh comes home 18th. Andrew Short comes home 19th. Martin Wenzel comes home 20th. Randy Baker comes home 21st. James Pandolf 22nd. Nathan Pollard 23rd. Matthew Kleinsmith, the fastest chicken in the South, comes home 24th. Zachary Smith 25th. Rod Farsenal 26th. Buddy Chamberlain 27th. Sam Niederham 28th. Chris Stouffer 29th. And Kenneth Robbins in that beautiful 48 fastest chicken in the South car comes home 30th. Not a good night for Mr. Robbins at all. And Clay Phillips, the first driver, took out, flipped over on his hood, comes home in 31st position, our past season champion. Not the night he really wanted to have, but it's par for his course. He still may end up winning this championship. You never know about Mr. Phillips, as he hangs in there, and that's the best thing that you can say about Mr. Phillips is he's an awesome driver and he hangs in there. So, and that's how you win championships. You just got to hang in there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to just about complete this broadcast. I want to thank James Pandolf for putting this league together and for the financial aspects that he's doing for us this year. Martin Wenzel and Jordan Gonzalez for our graphics and technical department, for everything that you see here with DRL TV. James Pandolf is doing our marketing. I want to thank the broadcasters, myself, David Welborn Jr., Ryan Branch, Martin Wenzel, Getty Butner, James Pandolf, Derek Pemberton, Eric Weatherholtz, and David Lindell, and, oh Lord, what's his name? He's my teammate, and David Wingfield. Got to thank David Wingfield for stepping in. Was not able to make it here tonight as he had a work thing, and may not even actually get to see him probably for the rest of the race season, or at least till halfway, as he had some prior commitments and will probably not even be able to race. We just want to thank him for everything that he's done for DRL, and wish him good luck and Godspeed in getting back in here in the broadcast booth and back out on the track. I want to thank Race Control, Martin Wenzel, Getty Butner, James Pandolf, Robbie Armstrong, Dakota Wilkins, Ryan Hesgard, Jeremy Hebel, Richard Springer, and Eric Weatherholtz. Administrators are James Pandolf, Getty Butner, Martin Wenzel, Ryan Branch, and myself. Thoughts and concerns inside of Discord, send them to us. We will discuss it. Outside of Discord, hit up James Pandolf in an email if you have thoughts and concerns that can make our broadcast better, or even our racing any better. Let us know your thoughts and concerns are what makes this league possible. Again, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about what we had here tonight. It was a show, that's for sure. Just want to look forward to seeing everybody back here tomorrow night. Good night and God bless.